Hi everybody. So I'm still using the other other program to make the movies because it actually just took like 3 minutes to upload when it's in this format. So we'll keep on trying with this for a while. I'm gonna try to get some more lighting in here and fix that. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything about the reflections in my glasses, so you have to live with that. I still have a cold, as you can hear, but I feel a lot better today. It's just that I have a little rough voice today. That's okay. So today is Sunday the 19th of October, and this is the last I will talk about moving this around. So we're back on the track today, and then tomorrow we will talk about the 20th of October. So everything is right again. So today is the, we'll see, I'm just gonna, 18th Sunday after Trinity Day. Yes. In Sweden. I learned today that in English-speaking countries it's called ordinary time. I didn't know that. In Sweden we call it Trinity time. So, or time after Trinity Day is what we call it. And the color for this time is green, so that is why I'm wearing two different types of greens. I have another green pashmina-like scarf that I wanted to wear, but it's too bulky. I can't really make anything with it, and especially not if I'm gonna have it pair it with the green pashmina, which is really nice color combination. They kind of contrast each other, and yeah, it's a really nice combo by contrast. So I'm wearing the weekly date night kit, or I think plus an extra lime sash and the flower pin that goes with it, and I have tails hanging behind. It's really beautiful. So the theme for today in the church year, in the liturgical year, is listen in faith. And I think that sometimes, don't really know what, sometimes you have to stop and just listen to what God is trying to tell you. If you don't believe in God, you can just stop and try to listen to what your heart is telling you, or your conscience maybe. And I'm trying to do this right now, stopping and listening and figuring things out, and to see how I think that I should live my life to please the Lord. And I know that this might sound strange to those of you who aren't religious and don't maybe don't share this with me, but one of the texts today is about one of the metaphor texts, and it says that the kingdom of God is like when a merchant finds a pearl and he goes and sells everything he owns to buy the pearl, and that is, well, then you have to give up everything to get into the kingdom of God, and you have to listen to what God tells you to do. And I know that might be strange to non-believers to have that faith, But I truly believe that I need to every day stop and listen to what God is telling me. And I realized today that I was yesterday talking to a person I met through Facebook, and she talked about converting to different type of Christianity and how that made her kind of foreign in her own country. Like she had a different culture because of the cultural context of the new church. And I felt like that is how I live my life every day, because I live in a culture where most people are either non-believers or we don't talk about our religion that much. And even if we do believe in God, we might just believe in something, or we don't have like a very clear view of what we believe in. Except, of course, I do know people from church, and I do have Christian friends, but we don't. I don't know. My family is Christian, but we don't really talk about it that much. It's not like we every night sit and discuss our beliefs. And that can sometimes make you feel quite lonely, and it also makes you feel like sometimes people don't really get you because you have different worldview of things. And that is also, I think, what makes it hard for people to understand that when I say something that, like, I think this is, if I say something as a Christian woman, I believe, then it doesn't mean that I believe that that is for everybody. I usually say this when it comes to like discussing abortion. Some people tend to believe that I, as a Christian, should have a different view and a different take on this. And my view is that I can only decide what is right for me, and what is right for me isn't necessarily right for everybody else. And that is why I think that what should be regulated by the state and the law is something different from what I regulate for myself. So even though I would never do an abortion because I believe that is not the right thing for me, I would never judge anybody else who makes an abortion, because that needs to be up to you and your conscience, for one thing. In the same sense that I won't judge people for other decisions in their life that is right for them. It's when you start making your opinion and your view, like it's when you start saying that everybody should live under these rules that I apply for myself. I think we're going in the wrong way. I don't know. Especially when it comes to like religion, because it's so easy to interpret things to suit your own agendas. It's like when people talk about rules in the Bible, we all seem to be hung up on the same rules. Like we should, that some things are prohibited and some are not. And we can take homosexuality for an example. That's the thing we are hung up on, and that we shouldn't allow homosexuality and so on and so forth. But I mean, if we ignore a lot of other rules that are in the same chapter as the rule about homosexuality in the Old Testament, then isn't that kind of hypocritical? Like, for example, I don't think that most people today that argue that we shouldn't allow homosexuality actually knows that we shouldn't. Where is it? Like, you shouldn't sit on the same chair as a woman who have menstruated have been sitting on, or something like that. And or mixing fabrics and so on. So I think that you should really be careful with what you say is in the Bible. So before you've read it all and you are really... No, my husband is looking strange at me. I don't know why. He's shaking his head. I don't know. You should really think about what you... Yeah, that is good advice. Think before you talk. Then everybody will probably be much happier. I think that will be it for today. I think that today's lesson is stop and think sometimes and listen. More listening. Listening is good. So have a nice evening, and I'll record again tomorrow. Bye.